The fact is that they don't want to restructure Nigeria. What is the big deal about restructuring Nigeria? That is the yearnings of the people. If that is the yearning of the people, give it to the people. We say restructure the country so that every state will be autonomous. Is that really asking for too much? It is not. There is no state that will lose if Nigeria is being restructured. Look at the huge insecurity going on in the country. Look at every month, state governors receive huge amounts of money as security votes. This is different from the normal soldiers and different security agencies which we have in all the states. Those people that are there receiving their salaries, you now give like my state now, I'm from Delta State. You now give Delta State 2 billion naira every month as security votes. Yet you still hear of kidnapping, killing of people for ransom and all of that. You now start to ask yourself, what are the governors doing with security votes? The answer is simple, they are stealing it. They are stealing it. So, what is the big deal to restructure Nigeria so that the states can have their own police system? They can have their own, they can run their own economy and security. But many of them don't want it like that. And I believe that people that don't want Nigeria to be restructured are mostly from the north. Because this election with this census we do, many times they will tell you that some states in the north are very, they have population and all of that. But the truth is that they rigged several censuses. They rig census, they rig elections. So to sustain the lie that the population of northern Nigeria is much, they want to make sure that we keep the system running so that in subsequent elections they can continue to sustain those inflated figures during elections. But the truth is that some states in northern Nigeria, you have small settlements here, you have small settlements there. Most of the places are just, you don't even see people or houses. That is why terrorists can enter into a community and kill people for 2 hours and nobody's responding from anywhere because there's even no communication. Some time ago, the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, they set up a so-called committee because the Buhari government they set a lot of committees, but none of them we did not see results of many of them. NDDC, Magu panel against different panels, joint Tinubu's Buhari style. Let's not even go there. Now they set up a panel for Nasir El-Rufai to recommend how they can implement the restructuring plan. All through the years of El-Rufai in government, he did not release that report. There was no report because there was no intention to restructure the country. Several agitations have been going on for the restructuring of the country. What is the big deal? Even Tinubu can just wake up on this, okay, yes, let us restructure the country. But these people, they have no plans for a new Nigeria. So when you hear about renewed hope, those are just talk. Those are just talk. So that is the issue that we have in Nigeria. In 2014, we had the national conference where people were represented from different parts of the country. And they gave deep recommendations, very important recommendations that could move Nigeria forward. The national confab cost Nigeria reportedly 7 billion naira. If Jonathan Goodluck had even implemented that report before leaving office, it would have done Nigeria a lot of good. But all through his tenure, or towards the end of his tenure, because he left in 2015, throughout the 8 years of Buhari and now Tinubu, there are no plans to restructure the country. What is the big deal? Now you have many opposition, you have several opposition parties in the National Assembly. Have you heard any of them standing up to say, I move a motion for the restructuring of Nigeria. None of them, you start to wonder what is happening. Are they representing the people or they are representing their pockets? But with the way things are going on in Nigeria now, the more you don't listen to the people, the more you don't listen to the people, the more you ignite a revolution. That is a fact. Because the people, it's like when you pursue an animal to the wall, it will turn back, it will reverse and attack you. It's getting to that stage in Nigeria now because they have pursued Nigerians for too long to the wall. They have pushed us as people to the wall for too long, and it cannot continue like that because we did not escort anybody to Nigeria, and nobody is more Nigerian than Nigerians. I've been saying this for years. I started to say it that no Nigerian is more Nigerian than Nigerian. We did not escort anybody to Nigeria. I've been saying this since 2018. But some of them in government, once they're in government, they just feel that every other person is nobody. Once you ask a question, simple question, you will see some of them in the office, they start to insult you, they start to even blackmail you. They want to even they want to even they want to defame you because you just asked a simple question. As if the country is not our country. But if the anomalies continue, what will happen will be a revolution. It will end up in a revolution. And when the revolution happens in Nigeria, those of them that have caused problems in Nigeria today, if they are lucky to pass the border, those people that have sponsored terrorism, stolen the resources of the people, and all of these problems we have in the country today, if they are lucky to cross the border as escape routes, they should do Thanksgiving. Because with where the country are now, you don't need to be told. You don't need to be told. Because a hungry man is an angry man. They have pushed Nigerians to the wall. And it is in their own interest to begin to work now. It is in the interest of Tinubu's government to begin to work now. Because Emilokon is it's not an entitlement. It is a responsibility. And the time is ticking. Because the earlier they start to fix Nigeria, the better for them. A stitch in time saves nine.